Back at the Met Center in Bloomington, Minnesota, this is Don Crickey with Kathy Johnson and Bart Connor. Inside, the focus is again on Brandy Johnson, America's best woman gymnast. Her mother, Kathy Johnson, looking on. Coach Kevin Brown, well pleased with his best product. She's now about to show her stuff on the floor exercise.
Brandy just lights up the floor, and the music adds the electricity. It's a very popular music choice.
She's performing to the music track of Donna Summer's Hot Stuff, and she's been hot stuff, Brandy Johnson.
And she just opened with a pike, full twisting double back, as good as anybody's in the world. She's definitely charged with more than what most gymnasts have. I love this second tumbling run. She does 2 whip overs through to a double back. Nice pass, a little trouble on the landing, but not bad at all. Look at the power in her jumps and in her leaps.
Kathy, I think what's so interesting about Brandy is not only is she a powerhouse of a tumbler, but her dancing is very expressive.
She's definitely chosen a good style for her for this floor routine. The crowd loves it, and it works great for her. Last tumbling run, a double back, a little stumble out, and she actually stepped out of bounds right there. That's a 1/10 of a point deduction, as well as a step back, probably another 1/10 or 1/10.5.
You'll remember that slip on the uneven bars cost Brandy that event. Now this recent penalty could be expensive because one of the best floor exercise performers yet, Chelle Stack, is still to come.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job. All right.
Is she good?
I think your heel hit. She put her hand up. Okay, but
Brandy was asking her coach if she did step out, and indeed she did. Taking a look at her first tumbling pass, this is impressive. Look at the lift off the floor. Perfect position in the twist. Slight leg separation, but hardly at all. Now this is where the mistake happened. But again, terrific lift off the floor. She pulls it around too far, stumbles back 2 steps, and of course the heel goes over the line. It's going to be 2 to 2.5 of a point deduction.
Judges score 9.687 puts Brandy in first, but the very gifted Chelle Stack will perform. Chelle Stack, 16 years old today, needs a 9.70 to defeat Brandy Johnson in the floor exercise. You'll recall that Chelle upset Brandy in the uneven bars, and she'd do it again in the floor exercise.
Chelle opens with a pike full twisting double back, just like Brandy. She stepped back, just like Brandy did on her last tumbling pass, and in fact went out of bounds. You saw the yellow flag go up.
Kathy, you just have to love this routine. She just cuts loose.
Her favorite event might be bars, but I tell you what, she looks like she enjoys this one. She shows a lot of energy in this routine, but it's so fast it's hard to really show good, clean form. Showing good footwork and straight legs. It's something she really needs to work on. Her middle tumbling run is a combination pass, a double twist, through to a full twist. Now, normally, she usually does a double twist at the end of that pass, which is something she's going to need to add back to her routine. It's a very tiring floor routine. I would hate to have to train it. Preparing to do a double tuck dismount. Exactly what Brandy ended her routine with. Pulls it around. Little bobble on the landing, but not too bad. It's going to be really hard to beat Brandy's score. The difference in the 2 routines is Brandy did a more difficult middle tumbling run, and her dance was a little cleaner.
Good performance by Chelle Stack. Now she and her coaches await the judges' verdict.
On her first tumbling pass, she over-rotated and stepped out of bounds. She had good positioning in the air, but pulls it around too far and stumbles out of bounds. She really has to work hard on this final double back. Pushes the run, tries to get the lift, and pulls it around. The landing was just a little unsteady, but not too bad.
And the score from the judges was not too bad either, but not good enough to win. Chelle Stack finishes second in the floor exercise. Brandy Johnson wins 3 of the 4 events today. So the final order in the floor exercise shows Brandy Johnson the champion, followed by Chelle Stack and Christy Henrich. Brandy Johnson's overall performance, one of the most brilliant in U.S. history. After winning the all-around championship, she comes back to win 3 of the 4 individual events. Truly a superstar in the sport, and her star is rising at age 16.
Looking forward to World Championships this year and 3 years later in Barcelona, if Brandy can maintain her physical and mental training, which is difficult in this sport,